Hi everyone, welcome to our PTE Plus online lessons. The main topic for this lesson is answer short question. In particular, we're going to be focusing on question type introduction as well as key information about the question type. So, answer short question falls in the speaking and writing section of the test. So that is the first section of the test. It goes under section 2, following read our lecture, and before moving on to the written questions. In terms of score distribution, you can see here the answer short question only offers 1 mark per question, and there are a total of between 10 to 12 questions, meaning that we have a total of between 10 to 12 marks. Now, comparing this with the other speaking section tasks such as read aloud and repeat sentence, which are 91, 156, 95 for describe image, this only amounts to 3% of your total speaking score, making it not as important as perhaps the other sections of the speaking test. You can see the cross-module contributions here. So for answer short question, it also contributes to your listening score. Now, it contributes 3% to your speaking and only 1% to your overall listening score, meaning that the total contribution to the listening score from the speaking section amounts to around 31% typically. That's why, in terms of rank of importance, we allocate it with just 1 star in terms of importance, whereas tasks such as repeat sentence are given 5 stars, read aloud, 4 stars, 3 stars, 2 stars. So answer short question we consider to be one of the least important aspects of the test. So now let's have a look at the official question type introduction from the Pearson website.
Answer short question. For this item type, you hear a question.
If telescopes are used to locate distant objects, what instrument is employed to magnify minuscule objects?
You may also see an image. When the audio finishes, the microphone opens and the recording status box shows recording. There is no tone, so speak into the microphone immediately. Answer the question with 1 or a few words.
A microscope.
Okay, so now let's have a look at the exam interface and exactly what it looks like when we actually go into the test. Like we said earlier, there are typically between 10 to 12 questions. So on the top right, it tells you how many questions there are and it tells you which one you're up to. What we need to do is essentially we need to listen to a question or sentence that'll be between 3 to 9 seconds. Now, this sentence will start almost immediately, so just be ready. And keep your eyes on the status box because there is no beep. When it shows recording, then you can start by answering the question immediately. And once you're done with answering, then you can click the next key to go to the next question. In terms of score criteria, it's quite straightforward. There are 2 types of answers you can give. 1 would be an appropriate word choice. 0 would be an inappropriate word choice in response. So it's either right or wrong. We need to pay attention here because there's no deduction for a wrong answer, so give it your best and speak clearly if you can. Remember our techniques for speaking clearly that we've been using all throughout the speaking section of the test. So the official PTE academic tips include 1. Don't pause for too long when you answer the question. So that means if you wait for more than 3 seconds, the recording will stop and the status will go to completed, which means that you've lost your chance to give your answer. So remember, don't wait for more than 3 seconds. And this is consistent with every other single part of the speaking test as well. When you started talking, don't stop for more than a second or 2 until you've finished. Because if you stop too early, what ends up happening is the machine won't pick up on the rest of the answer, so make sure that after you stop talking, wait for a second or 2 and then click finish. Now let's have a look at the second official PTE academic tip. Do not try to give a long answer, because the instructions for this item will tell you how to answer the question. It says you'll hear a question, give a short and simple answer. Often 1 or just a few words is enough. There is no point in saying more than we need to say. Marks are awarded for a short and accurate answer. So, for example, here you can answer to this question, what type of periodical is published on a daily basis? Now, you can say newspapers, or you can say it's newspapers that are published every day. They give you the same amount of marks. Choose the easier and simple version whenever you can. So that's it for this lesson. See you again next time on PTE Plus.